she did not give him the help that he wanted. And you can argue about the months before and the weeks before, but if you just even look at what happened that day, she walked out of that school and she knew something bad might happen.
I am asking that you find Jennifer Crumbley not guilty, not just for Jennifer Crumbley, but for every mother who's out there doing the best they can, who could easily be in her shoes.
So what do you think a jury is going to think of those two closings? The proposition that she knew he was going to try to kill people. Will the jury believe that? And she chose to do nothing because she likes to ride horses? Or will they resonate with the difficulty of parenting, the gray area here, and that these kids are going to lose their mom if you go guilty on this? All right, let's bring back the lawyers, Misty Marris and Florida Prosecutor Dave Aronberg. I'm sorry. It was more interesting than I expected it to be. So you guys were going on with your night. I lied. You had to come back. Sorry. Now, Dave Aronberg, you had questions, and yes, that is the famous Dr. Drew Pinsky. I'm just not going to talk to him about the law. I'm more interested in the big angle. But Dave, style matters. Who won the day in terms of how they made their clothes?
Well, hello to Dr. Drew. You know, I'm biased, prosecutor. Look, when it comes to style, this defense lawyer is very unorthodox. She's combing her hair and brushing her hair all over the place. She's acting up. She objected during the prosecutor's close, and that really, I thought, warranted a rebuke from the judge, and the jury heard that. And I think if it's just style points, then the prosecution will win this easily. But it is a high burden to overcome, as Misty correctly said, to show foreseeability. But as far as style points, I'm not a big fan of this defense lawyer. And by the way, doesn't she look like Pam from The Office? Just my 2 cents.
Worth about a penny at best, by the way. So to Dave Aronberg's point, why he's right, because you may be thinking at home, well, people object all the time. During a closing, it is seen as a form of argumentation, and counsel is given great latitude. All right, because it is the last aspect and it is going to be the most opinionated. So you usually do not see an objection, and that's why the judge tripped the standard and told her to be quiet. Now, Misty, that last idea, which is going to be our transition to Dr. Drew, which is parenting is hard, and now you're holding it to a standard we've never held it to before.
Exactly. And that's why I think you saw the defense attorney who was talking a lot about herself. I agree. She's trying to say, put yourself in these shoes. This could be you. And trying to appeal to parents that are in that jury box, which we know they are. And I think that was the strategy behind that closing argument.
Now, Dr. Drew, you and I have discussed this many years ago. You won't remember. But I remember the idea, if the kid was a diabetic, the parent knows they're a diabetic, and the parent had reason to know that they hadn't given themselves the right amount of insulin, and the kid drives to school and kills 4 people because they go into toxic shock on the way home, you're not going to see the parent prosecuted. And here, now you are, because people are so angry about these things continuing to happen, and maybe the parents aren't raising him right, which makes illness behavior. What's your take?
That it's not that it's any kind of problem with parenting, is that parents in this country don't seem to understand the difference between a parenting issue and a mental health issue. So if a child is having suicidal ideation, hearing voices, if you find drugs of any type or paraphernalia, you have a mental health problem. By the way, if their sleep has changed, their nutrition has changed, their friends have changed, their grades have dropped, not parenting, mental health. You do not want those kinds of kids around firearms. That is a sign of serious depression. And we don't seem to understand that as a country. We want it to be a parenting problem or a teacher problem or a school problem. And it just is not. I think that when you and I talked about this years ago, we were talking about Adam Lanza, where that kid had profound mental illness, and yet that mom was sliding food under his door. She ended up killed by the child. He was so ill. He had boarded up his room and the windows in his room, hearing voices, actively hallucinating. And here's the new problem. Back then, I used to hold the parents accountable. Now, the laws are against us. If the child is over 18, you can't make them get care. They don't want it. They'll end up on the street. There aren't enough psychiatrists. There aren't enough psychiatric facilities. And who has the resources to access this care anymore? So we have multiple levels of serious problems on the mental health front with young people, and the lockdowns and COVID have put this all on steroids.
Hey, thank you for watching. Please go to newsnationnow.com, newsnationnow.com, and you can find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button down below. Then you will get more of NewsNation's fact-driven coverage.